Hi, this is Gary from 3Bug Media, and today we're going to discuss the difference between SEO and local SEO. Now, there's a lot of overlap when it comes to SEO and local SEO, but there's also a lot of differences. First thing we're going to talk about is SEO. I like to break SEO down into three things: technical, links, and content, TLC. The first part of it is technical. Now, the technical aspects of your website are going to be the metadata, site speed, how clean the code is of your website, a lot of things that people can't see but are important to the search engines. Because if the search engines have a hard time crawling your website, finding different content pages on your site, then they're going to have trouble indexing it. If they start to see a lot of broken pages, error codes, things like that, they may deem you as not really a good website and not rank you. The other thing is site speed, which is really important. So if they find that your website is loading really slow, they may find that it's delivering a poor user experience for people and do the same thing, drop you in the rankings. The next thing we're going to talk about are links. Now, in the past, links used to be 80 to 90% of all your SEO. Didn't matter what else you did. If you had a lot of links to your site, you ranked well. Well, there are hundreds of different factors that make up Google's algorithm, and links still is the #1 ranking factor for SEO. So links still play a very important role. Now, why links? Well, the search engines look at links kind of like a trust factor. So think of like the New York Times, CNN, linking back to your website. They don't link to just anyone, and the search engines deem them as very credible, highly authoritative sites. So if you're getting links back from a lot of these different kinds of websites, then they're going to take that as a trust signal and boost your rankings as well. Thirdly, we have content. Now, content is king. You probably hear that a lot, but content is really important when it comes to search engine optimization. So content can be blog posts, service pages on your site. It can be video, audio, can even be images, things like that. Any kind of content that provides value to the reader. Now, content is really important because content gets you in the SEO game. So if you create a piece of content on, how to fix a leaky sink or something like that, that gives you an opportunity to rank in the search engines for how to fix a leaky sink. Now, just having the content alone doesn't help, and this is where all three of these come together. So the content gets you in the game, gives you the opportunity to rank for that search term. The links, getting links to that page, to that URL, will help boost those rankings and get it higher up in the search engines. And the technical part's going to kind of work in the background and make sure that there are no kind of impediments for the search engines or people to access your website, view the content, and things like that. Make sure it's loading nice and fast. So all three of these together, if they're all working in sync with each other, makes up SEO. So you can do one, you can probably get limited success doing one and ignoring other ones, but really if you want to do really good in SEO, you need to do all three. Next part we're going to get to is local SEO. Now, local SEO is a little bit different. It covers all three of these: technical, links, and content. Those are all part of local SEO too. But local SEO also has a couple different factors in there. First thing we're going to talk about is localized content. Now, localizing your content is just that. It's, localizing your content to your specific geographic area. Think of a moving company. If you're a national moving company, you may be trying to rank for, moving companies or moving services, things like that. But say you're a moving company in just one city. Say you're in Toronto or Charlotte or something like that. So you may want to really just rank for moving companies in Charlotte or moving companies in Toronto. And that's kind of how you're going to localize your content. And when we talk about localizing content, don't think of it as keyword stuffing, just stuffing your city periodically all across your website. Think of it as working that city location into your content. So you may have it on your homepage, making it very explicit that you service this city. You may have blog posts or do case studies, things like that, that talk about your city. So all of those mentions over time helps to localize your website. And the search engines start to look at it as, okay, this moving company is clearly for this city, and we're going to start ranking it for that. The other big thing with localizing your content is making sure that you include your NAP. Pretty much on every page of your site. And what's your NAP? Your NAP is your name, address, and phone number. Sounds a bit silly, but if you make it prominent, it number one helps customers who come to your site access that information, but it also helps the search engines when they come and crawl your site to understand that you are located in a specific city. So that's our localized content. The next thing we're going to cover is Google My Business pages and Bing Places. Now, if you've ever done a Google search and you've seen a map listing come up at the top, that's what's called a local search result or map listing. And you'll see little business pin markers on the map and some businesses listed to the side or below the map. Those actually aren't your website. Those are actually your Google My Business pages, or if you're in Bing, it's your Bing Places pages. The great thing about that is, number one, they're free. They're super easy to set up. And oftentimes they will actually outrank some of the bigger national companies that are trying to rank for your local city. So super important, makes up a big part of local SEO. Make sure you have a Google My Business page and a Bing Places page, and they're optimized and you fully fleshed them out and filled out everything you could on the page. The next thing we're going to talk about are reviews. Customer reviews are super important when it comes to local SEO. Kind of like links when we talk about a trust factor for the search engines. Customer reviews really gives a strong signal, if you have good reviews and a lot of reviews, that you are a legit business in your area or your city. And they're going to read through different reviews, whether that's your Google reviews, Yelp reviews, Homestar reviews, Angie's List, Yellow Pages. They're going to aggregate all of these reviews, start crawling them, and start to get an idea that this company or this restaurant or whatever local business it is really has a lot of customer reviews, people really like it, and that is going to affect your local SEO rankings. Lastly, we're going to cover citations. Now, citations are similar to links, but they do not have to be links. So a citation is basically a mention of your business somewhere online, and it may or may not have a link attached to it, but it is a mention of your business. And why did I use citations instead of links for local SEO? Well, the search engines realize that a local business may be a great business, may be very popular in the area, but they may not be very good at link building. So they also look for other ranking signals, and citations are mentions of your business anywhere to try to see, well, number one, is this a legit business? Or, if a lot of people are talking about your business, they kind of assume that you're legit. And if it's a lot of positive press and you're getting mentions from popular websites and blogs and things like that, then they're going to take that as a trust signal, and it's going to give you a boost in your local SEO rankings. Now, there's two types of citations. You have structured citations and unstructured citations. Structured citations would be like directory listings, Yellow Page listings, Better Business Bureau, things like that, where you basically have your name, address, phone number, email, and stuff like that. Unstructured citations are going to be stuff like mentions in blog posts, mention on media news websites, things like that, where people just kind of mention you in passing through their, in the body of their article, things like that. Both of them are important, and both of them are fairly easy to get. Structured citations obviously are a lot easier, but the more mentions you can get for your business online, the better the signal is going to be for the search engines that you're a legit business. So that wraps up the difference between SEO and local SEO. I hope you learned something here, and if you want to find out more about SEO and internet marketing, you can click on the link below. Thanks.